We just got back from Adam 2024, which was held at the Gamers Ranch, which is effectively the best Airbnb for board gamers, I think. I mean, it's more than an Airbnb, but that's a good way to describe it.
100%. Absolutely perfect description. This place has everything you would ever want as a board gamer.
Oh, and more.
And more. Yeah.
So we wanted to talk to you about our three favorite things about our visit to the Gamers Ranch. And the first one's a bit of a cheat. It's the Gamers Ranch.
Yeah.
It's all the things that the Gamer Ranch does. This would be like 2,200 things, but we needed to condense this down into a list of 3.
2,206. They had 6 pinball machines.
That is true. They did have 6 pinball. That's one of the things. They had 6 pinball machines. These are legit big-time pinball machines. If you're a pinball fan, which one of the people there in attendance was.
Yeah.
She was playing pinball, trying to get her a high score on all of them. They've got pinball, they've got billiards, they've got a ping pong table, they've got a giant library of board games, of course. But one of the things that was really cool about the Gamers Ranch is that it's more than just board games. We actually had a full kitchen. Like, I know you're thinking, well, full kitchen, okay. But this is like a legit giant full kitchen. It was big enough, in fact, for us to have a Great British Bake Off.
Yep.
TM.
Who won that?
Let me think. I did.
Oh, nice.
Yes, we had a Great British Bake Off. I think there was maybe 5 different contestants.
There were 5 contestants, 6 things that were actually...
Yeah, there were 6 things. We collectively baked a 6th thing that was kind of a prank thing that had everything that we could find in the kitchen in it. And the poor judges had to eat them. But I won with my strawberry shortcake, and by my strawberry shortcake, I mean the recipe on the back of the box of Bisquick.
Hey, it worked.
But it worked. It worked. But these are the kinds of things and experiences we had. And if you're wondering what Adam 2024 was, this is something put together by a few publishers. The people at Queen Games, Inside Up Games, and Eagle Gryphon Games did this last year, and they did it again this year. They invited a whole group of content creators in the board game space to come, hang out, play games, check out some of their new games, more on that in a minute, and just do all the things that the Gamers Ranch had to offer, one of which both of us are a big fan of.
Which is number 2, correct?
Yes.
Disc golf.
Yes.
They have a full 18-hole course at the Gamers Ranch that is exclusive to those who are staying there. And it is a good course.
It's a great course.
Yeah, it's a great course.
I mean, I'm not just correcting you. I went there last year, and I remember going there just last week and thinking, this is probably one of the most picturesque courses that I've ever played.
It's got nice peninsula shots where the hole is out in the middle of like this big peninsula in the lake. It has nice overshots of water.
Yeah, there's one that goes down the elevation of the tee down to the pin. And for those of you who don't like disc golf, we'll be done in a second. Just an amazing, amazing course. We only lost 1 disc? 2 discs?
Yes.
You retrieved 1. He
got
threw
one
one
back
into the water, but it floated, so you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
I
back.
loaned my disc to the representative from Eagle Gryphon Games. That disc was lost on the last hole that we played, or nearly the last hole we played. But yeah, it was a fantastic time. The weather was perfect for us this week, too, because we got out there at least once every day to play, which is, again, one of the nice things about the ranch. If you're not into board games, or if you know what, you're just not ready to play board games yet. You know, you haven't had your coffee, whatever. You get up, you're like, I'm going to go out maybe for a run, just be outside. They have this massive back deck with 2 fire pits. We were going to have s'mores. It didn't happen because we ran out of time. There was so much other things going on. But long story short, the Gamers Ranch has a lot to offer, and the disc golf course was probably one of the highlights, other than just being there to play board games with everyone else.
100%.
One of those board games, all the publishers had some new stuff there, but we don't have time to talk about all of that in this one little video. We do want to talk about
maybe more
one.
in future videos.
We will talk about some of the other ones. Inside Up had, tons of copies of Earth Abundance.
Terminus, I got to play Terminus.
You got to play Terminus, which is probably their heaviest game.
Yeah,
it may end up being their heaviest game they ever published.
I would assume so. They've been teasing that for me for a while now, so I finally got to sit down and play it.
It's a beefy game. Eagle Gryphon had House of Fado, which is not yet out. I think it is coming to crowdfunding sometime in the near future. I say that because we have a copy here, and I think we're going to do some content for it, so stay tuned. But the one I really want to talk about, and this is kind of the biggest surprise, Queen Games had Daba Walla. This game, I'd heard a little something about. It is on BGG right now, so if you want to check it out and get some details, they are there. But I will tell you this. Queen tries to put out, and I'm sure all the publishers out there try to put out a game that could be Spiel worthy every year. They definitely try to do that. And this game, I think, is their candidate for that this year. And I'd have to say, it is how I would describe this game. It is not a big, heavy game.
Nope.
So it kind of fits the bill for what they want with the Spiel. It has polyominoes, but it uses them in such a way where it didn't. They are truly polyominoes.
Yeah.
It is a polyomino game, but I didn't walk away from the table thinking like, oh, it was a polyomino game. But it is that. It has a very simple drafting mechanic, and the theme is based off of this food delivery service. And it's been around for years and years and years, and these people actually like carry all the food on their back. And the idea is that this food actually comes not from establishments, but from like mom and pop, like families.
Right.
Families make the food, and then people deliver it. It's kind of like, Grubhub.
Yeah.
But it's been around forever.
Yeah.
But you're stacking literally the tiles up on this like delivery board. Your
On, like, multiple different layers.
Yeah, multiple different
Yeah.
layers. The higher you stack, the more you'll score. But the more you stack each layer, the better you might score.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got some interesting decision space. But look for that. I don't know exactly when it's coming, but it'll probably be coming to crowdfunding as well.
Yeah, it was so much fun, and like you were saying, like Spiel worthy at least a nomination, because it was exactly what I wanted. Probably teach and play through first time was less than 45 minutes.
It's super fast.
And it was crunchy. It was great.
And everyone there. And we had a big selection of content creators there. And I didn't talk to anyone who wasn't like, that was good. Like, it was one of those games where you're like, okay, I'll sit down and play it.
Yeah.
We're trying a lot of games, right? And when you try a lot of games from a lot of publishers, some of them are going to land, some of them are not going to land with you. And this one seemed to land with everyone.
Yeah.
But as board games go, that was kind of like one of the big takeaways. But I got to say, again, if you ever have a chance to go to the Gamers Ranch, do not pass it up. It is, and this is not hyperbole, it may be the single best place on the planet Earth to go and play board games and hang out.
100%.
It's massive. It's got all these things to do. And we weren't even there in the summertime. They've got like canoes and stuff and all that sort of stuff.
So cool.
Crazy place. But those are our 3 things that we took away from the Gamers Ranch and Adam 2024 that we really enjoyed. If there's anything else that you want to know about the event, let us know in the comments below. We'll get down there and talk to you about it. If you've been to the Gamers Ranch, let us know what you liked most about the Gamers Ranch. If you have any more questions about the Gamers Ranch, we'll even answer those, but you can probably go to their website and get more. Until next time, though, make sure everyone has fun at the table, and we'll see you then.